Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well. Easy. 53, Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards on the play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready? You ready? Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, left 3. Check. What did you jet bombers?
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brees now. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? 5-8. 57 Mike. I'm out. Check. Over. Check. Slam. Here we go. Come on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You don't want no problems with me.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Watch the shit. Hey, easy. Check 50. Easy. Opposite.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. First carry for Lynch back against his old mates. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Kill.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check 3. We got 21.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
You ready? 5-9.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
He wasn't ready.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow waiting.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 5-8. 54. Here we go. Brilliant. Kill.
From the 24, Breeze. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
95-56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go 14. 56. Far left. Right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
36.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 5-1. Hey, Delta.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go, here we go.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike. 56. Smart that. Watch the twist. Four down. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Slant. You're good. Right forward, ready.
Breeze now to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Easy.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
55. No.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Who's fatigue?
47. Check, 47. Here we are.
Who's fatigue? Slam. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's good for the Seahawks.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Breeze. Flushed out right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 51 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't get nervous. Shoot.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Hey, easy. Motion.
Now, Brees again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We go 21.
Breeze to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
One plus.
Hey. 56 is the mic. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And a pass complete here to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. And the Saints.
61, matchbox, right.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Ready.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
50, 50. Mike 50.
Hey, let's get that home. Check, check, check. Hey, easy.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Kill, kill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Huge off order.
First down, New Orleans.
Crunch.
5-9. 0-2.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, more of it.
You.
Ready, tack.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two.
36.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
All day.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And some room to roam now. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.